Are we crazy? Are we out of our minds? Or are we just mentally screwed? I try to stay an informed citizen, but it's tough. Okay, I understand what's going on in the world and what's happening in politics, but at the same time, I have no idea what's going on in the world or what's going on with politics. It's like I watch the news, but it's tough to watch the news because they don't really give you too many facts. A lot of it's filled with fluff, and it's hard to this is what I hear every time I listen to or watch the news. Good evening, and welcome to Blah Blah News Channel. My name is It Doesn't Really Matter, and here are our top stories for tonight. Something tragic happened in this local area. We don't really have any details on it yet because we wanted to be the first news channel to bring you this empty news story. So now let's go to our news reporter on the street, who's at the location of this terrible event. Thank you, blah blah. I'm standing out here on the street just feet away from where this tragic event occurred. I also have nothing to add to this story except that it was a tragic event. But I am here with someone who lives on the very street that this tragic event occurred. Excuse me, sir, how does it make you feel that this tragic event occurred right here where you live? It's sad, and I can't believe something like this happened on my street. It's tragic. Well, there you have it. The residents in this neighborhood are very sad that this tragic thing happened here on their street. Reporting to you live, my name is It Also Doesn't Matter, and you heard this story here first on Blah Blah News Channel. Back to you in the studio. Wow. That is sad and tragic to hear. We will now go on a quick commercial break, but when we return, we will not have any more detailed information for you. But we will hear from our panel, who's going to share their opinions and speculations on what they think happened here, as well as point fingers and place blame, for the sole purpose of dividing you, the viewers, giving you more anxiety and turning you against one another in your own neighborhood. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the news. For our next story, we will continue to turn 2 minutes of news into 15 minutes by dragging it out with non-information, speculation, and personal opinions. But first, sports. Now, for the record, I don't know much about sports, so for all I know, they could be doing a great job reporting the sports. But anytime that I hear them reporting sports, this is basically what I hear. Hello, my name is Who Cares? And this is the Sports Roundup. In today's league, there were wins and losses. The wins were great, and the losses were tough. This one team showed promising stats, and this other team signed an agent who was free, who is no longer free. There are a number of games left in this season, which these teams will need to win if they want a shot at the championship. Some want a chance to walk away with a cup named Stanley. Others just want to make it to a bowl that's super. But one thing's for sure, every sports fanatic out there is on the edge of their seats to see whose three-pointer will touch down the final hat trick for the most home runs. Now for the weather. Hey, I got a question. Why's the weather being so weathery? You see what I see that? Well, I have a feeling that our head weatherologist will know the answer. Hey, we don't care what your name is either. What's the weather? Thank you, blah, blah. I know everyone just wants to hear the 5-day forecast and what today's weather's going to be. But instead, I'm going to point to lines and arrows on this large map behind me and use jargon that none of us care about, like cold and warm fronts, high and low pressure systems, and dew points. I'll even throw in fancy terms like precipitation, which really just means is it gonna be a crappy rainy day? Or a term like moisture, which really just tells you if you're gonna have a day full of swamp ass. Also, to waste more of your time, I'm gonna give you a useless fact, like what the weather was a year ago today, as if that's gonna do anything for you. It's not. Okay. Finally, I'd like to show you the 5-day forecast, which is what you've been waiting for, but instead, I'm going to show you that after the break. Now a quick word from our sponsors, who's going to try to sell you something that you don't need. Stay tuned. Then the commercials are just as bad. They're like, Has this ever happened to you? Fumbling with something that's such a simple task that you never had an issue with doing before, but now this person's fumbling with it. There has to be an easier way. Now there is with this overpriced product. Once you buy it, it'll just take up space next to all the other unused crap. And if you don't believe us, just listen to what our satisfied customers have to say. Before this product, I couldn't even. Now after this product, I can even. Thank you, product maker. I have a very busy household. No time to get things done. This product made a world of difference. Now I am stress-free and happier than I've ever been. Now, to get you to buy this product quickly before you realize it's a waste of money, I'm going to tell you that it's flying off the shelves and that you better act fast before it's too late. There's only a limited supply, even though we both know that you'll be able to buy this product everywhere, anywhere, and probably for cheaper. We're also going to call you dumb, without saying you're dumb, by telling you that you can buy this product for only 12 payments of a smaller number, which will add up to the original overpriced number. But wait, there's more. If you promise not to think about this and just buy it fast, we'll throw in an extra piece of garbage for free. Act now. I probably shouldn't be making fun of commercials, especially because I just got a new sponsor for this podcast. They're probably going to drop me now after that, but bear with me. I have to read out this sponsor really quick. Just bear with me here. It'll be quick. Hang tight. Do you love beans? I know I sure do. But do you avoid eating them at certain times due to the gassy side effects? Well, have I got the product for you. Gasless beans. Now you can enjoy beans in your tacos, burritos, huevos ranchos, and even quesadillas. Thanks to gasless beans, the first non-gassy bean to reach the market. But how do they do it? The Mexican millennials have merged new school technology with old school tradition. The days of worrying about your bean consumption due to your busy schedule are no more. Now you can enjoy beans anytime. Grab a quick bite before that long boardroom meeting. Gasless beans. Heading to the gym to do some squats. Gasless beans. Taking that 9-hour road trip with 8 friends in a 5-passenger car. Gasless beans. Grab your gasless beans today anywhere that beans are sold. Also offered in convenient to-go packs. Gasless beans. The no-boom, no-fume legumes. Gasless beans. The non-boom, no-fume legumes. Gasless beans. Are we crazy? Are we out of our minds? Or are we just mentally screwed?